Not too fast. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. Trying to vlog when it's really windy outside, but it's the only place I can vlog. So hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, we've had really nice weather the last few days, but the but the weather's starting to pick up a bit, and as you can probably see, we're not going to be getting the best weather over the next few days. So apparently tomorrow is going to be really crappy, and then like following few days after that might be a bit meh. But you know, we've had a good run of hot weather. Me and my mum went into town today. I didn't need to get a lot because we did a big shop yesterday up in the big supermarket just out of town. So today was more about just getting a walk in and just picking up like fresh bread from the bakers and stuff. Definitely starting to get known in the town. We visit a little patisserie where we get our cold coffees now nearly every day. Really nice cold coffee, and the other day we bought some. It's not kataifi. It's like I think it was kind of kataifi, but it had chocolate on it. And when we took it home, we went to have it for dessert, and it actually was a bit furry, obviously a bit mouldy. So we took it back the next day, and they were like so apologetic about it, and they were like, "Oh, just take whatever you want in the shop. It's yours. Really, really sorry." Blah blah blah. So since then they've been like really like overly nice. So when we go in there, like we went in there today for our coffees, and they actually gave us like a bag of these like sweet biscuits. We haven't had them yet, but yeah, like free of charge. Take them, they're yours. Treat on us, sort of thing. So like super nice. The bakery's lovely as well. Like we get lovely fresh bread every day, and she does like really nice cakes in there. Today we got some apple pie, like big apple pie slices. We bought some ice cream yesterday, so we're gonna have apple pie and ice cream for our dessert today. I'm trying to think what else. Still waiting on the internet. But apparently after today we could hear from them anytime, because that's what the engineer said to my dad on the phone last week. So we're just sort of like just counting the hours now until we actually get the internet. My husband's not been doing too bad with like using just hotspots on phones and stuff, but obviously my parents need to be able to do things on their on the internet in terms of like sorting out their residency, I think, sorting out their bank account, being able to pay bills, like credit card bills and stuff, rather than have to keep ringing the UK from Greece and stuff to sort out credit card bills. Just things like that. You forget how much you need the internet until you don't have it, really. So and it's not like my parents don't have the sort of like plans that me and my husband do. Like we're with Free, and Free is really good with European, like when you visit Europe it's just basically the same as when you're in the UK, so obviously you just have a little bit more. You normally have a limit, when I think in the UK we're unlimited, but the limit's still quite good over here. But yeah, my parents don't do data roaming at all, so they've really literally got no access to the internet, and my dad refuses to use our phones as hotspot. He's like, no, it's fine. It's like, so be it, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so that's currently how it stands with the internet. The DIY shops are open, considering there's supposed to be like anything that's non-essential is supposed to be shut. But my dad's still not visiting because obviously he wants to get downstairs done and dusted in the next 6 months. Whether or not that's going to happen, especially considering he hasn't been to a DIY shop. He's just trying to do things that he doesn't need, stuff like that he doesn't need to buy stuff for as of yet. So there's a lot that needs to be done in terms of a lot of crap needs to be thrown out. Like in that secret room they found the other day, there was a load of like old wooden frames and stuff, and like window blinds and things like that, and my dad was going to see if he could reuse them to make other things like shelves or whatever, but they're all practically rotten. Like literally says like you pick them up and they fall apart, so it means yeah, he can't use them, so it means he has to throw them out. So, and there's a lot down there. There was also a giant tank in there. I don't know if you're able to see it on the video that I'll post eventually. I haven't even looked to see what you can actually see on that video, but yeah, there's a giant tank in there which apparently was a silo tank, but it's empty. So but because there's no actual door to get in to that room, so don't know how my dad is going to get out. He says he's going to just use a saw and take it apart in like pieces, but I don't think he's going to start on because I think the first thing he's going to really do, like major thing he's going to do, is the wet room downstairs. But when the plumber came around the other day to talk about all like the hot and cold water connections it's going to need and stuff, but I don't think he's going to do that till after Christmas. But obviously they have a rule over here as well, because there's a lot of you can't hear at the moment. I think they've stopped, but probably for lunch. But over here they kind of have a rule that you can't do any building work in the summer months, because obviously that's when all the tourists are over, and you can't disturb the tourists when they're here. So pretty much like as we walk through town, all you can hear is building work, because they basically just save all their building work to the winter. So that's basically what my dad has to do. He can't do it, or that's what he says he has to do. He can't do it in season, so he needs to get everything done before like May or something. So yeah, we'll just see what he does. But the clouds are looking pretty epic over the big mountain today. I'd love to be able to like just get a camera, put the camera here, and just record. Record like how the clouds roll over during the day. One day I might be able to do it, but I can't do it just yet. But I just think that'd be really cool to just, because it is absolutely beautiful to watch them sometimes. No one's sunbathing today. I'm quite shocked, even though it is a really nice day today, and I thought people would be making the most of it considering the dodgy weather's coming in tomorrow. But hopefully I can go on my run tomorrow. Bubs had a dodgy night's sleep last night. Don't know what's wrong with him at the moment, but he woke up so many times just like hitting and kicking us and stuff, so that wasn't fun. But yeah, so he didn't wake up till like gone 8 this morning, so I think what I'll have to do is just force myself to get up tomorrow morning if Bubs doesn't wake up till later, just so I can come and run, because I don't like missing it more than once a week if I can help it. So, but I think that's all I needed to say. Again, there's just not much going on other than us just walking into town, getting a few bits and pieces. There's nothing really else going on. So yeah, I try and keep updated in terms of what my dad's doing downstairs, but yeah. So but I'm just making the most of the sun before it goes away. I've got to go downstairs, and it's going to be cold now when I go downstairs, because it's so warm up here. That's the only problem. You stay inside, like you stay outside and it's all nice and warm, and then you go downstairs, because obviously the house is doing what it's supposed to do and stay cool in the heat, but then it just means that you're really cold once you've been in the sun. So anyhow, I can put my hoodie on, can't I? But anyway, I'm gonna head downstairs, so if I don't see you any other point today, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully on my run. Good morning. All ready to go out on my run, and it's pissing down. So annoying. Hello. Oh, God. I need a drink. Oh. So, for 5 minutes of thinking I wasn't going to run at all, because of the rain, the sun instantly came out, and I just done 4 kilometres. But there's like barely any breeze at all. So I'm absolutely kidding right now. I thought best not to do a 5. One, like I said, because there's no breeze, so I'm really hot. But also the roads are really wet
so I don't want to slip over. I don't want to risk any more than I already have. So yeah, but today is meant to be like a really miserable day. In terms of obviously like the rain this morning. But yeah, you can see that's how we gauge what the weather's going to be like. We look at the mountains. If the mountains are cloudy, then chances are that's going to hit us. So times weren't too bad today. I said, but I was watching how I was running just to make sure I didn't slip over. But I was so glad I was able to do it though, because where I missed out on a run on Tuesday, because Bubs decided to sleep in, and because we haven't really been getting much sleep, we decided to sleep in ourselves. So I'm getting a slight breeze and that's so nice, but my mouth is just so clogged up. But I'm not a spitter, therefore I won't be spitting my phlegm everywhere. So I'll go home and have a nice glass of water soon. Breathe. But yeah, so it's my view this morning. I just ran along the harbour, so that was what I was planning to add to my run, to make it 5, but it's because I didn't run along the other side of the beach because it's this sort of pavement, and I think it's probably really slippery when it's wet, so I decided not to. But I think we plan on going on a drive today to I think it's a town called Spilly. Hello. There's a cat on the wall. Meow. Hi. You okay? Yeah, we're planning on going to a drive to Spilly, which is apparently where my parents have to go to register for their residency at the local police station. So I think we're driving there today just to have a explore. Here's a little kitty. Meow. Meow. You're lucky that Bubs isn't here because he'd be chasing you. Exactly. But I haven't got any food, I'm afraid. Sorry. But yeah, there's a lot of cats here, and there's one like down the road as well. I think because they see a human, they're like, oh, food. Sorry to disappoint, I haven't got anything. But yeah, I think that's it. Can't think of anything else I need to say. No, can't think of anything. Oh, hello. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that here, especially because the wind is picking up now. So yeah, I'm going to head back, get myself a big glass of water and some peanut butter on toast, I think, and a shower. So see you back at home. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything. Can you not block me? Don't have a fight. Not while I'm here, please. It's just awkward. This is the road I have to walk back up to get back home. This is the first of 2 steep hills after running. View isn't so bad though, is it? It just absolutely kills. Oh. And this is the second hill. Thankfully there's stairs on this one. But pushing a pram up this isn't fun. It really isn't. I should probably count the amount of stairs there are here. Why do my parents have to choose a house at the top of a hill? 2 hills.
Oh no. Oh no.
Good morning guys on Saturday. It's a lot better day than yesterday, I can tell you that for one thing. I don't know if you can see behind me I'm hoping you can hear me, it's not wind's not blowing in the mic.
There's snow on the mountains now because we had a really shitty day of just rain yesterday. Obviously it meant snow on the mountains. So they're all covered in snow now, so we can tell it's officially winter. So yeah, the last few days have been really horrible in terms of Thursday. I actually lost my phone. I was chasing Bubs down the hills that we have here, and my phone fell out my pocket, and I didn't actually realise until we'd come back. And then we spent most of the day then looking for it, trying to find it, but it wasn't anywhere to be found. So yeah, so basically just accepted that obviously someone had picked it up and taken it for their own, which obviously was very upsetting. So then yesterday I did do a vlog, but I'm not going to include it because obviously it was a very emotional vlog and I was very pissed off. So yeah, yesterday I was very upset. Went to the supermarket with my mum, again still keeping my eyes peeled because I just could not accept that my phone was completely gone. Got to the supermarket and the lady behind the counter was like, ah, and then she was rifling through her stuff. We were like, what was going on? And then she basically handed me my phone. So we then basically thought, because she was like, oh, my friend messaged you on Instagram, she found out who you were, she recognised Bubs or your son from your picture, like my lock screen. We tried messaging you, but obviously you'd locked the SIM card because my husband locked the SIM card. Obviously my dad and my husband had tried sort of ringing all day, but obviously because they were working or whatever, they weren't able to answer. So yeah, so the battery obviously soon ran out. So yeah, it was kind of all these little things that kind of just meant that we'd completely missed it all. And then yeah, so I thought basically what had happened when we spoke to her about it, because she wasn't the one that found it, she was but her colleague had found it. Yeah, we basically thought what had happened is I'd left it on the counter, again as I was paying and trying to sort out Bubs at the same time. So I must have like forgotten it, but it turns out, because I messaged the woman who did find it, because she'd messaged me on Insta. Yeah, she actually told me that she'd actually found it where I thought I'd dropped it, so at the top of the hill, basically outside the school, near where my parents live. So yeah, it's just uncanny. And yeah, because she recognised the baby, like Bubs on the lock screen, that's why she kept hold of the phone, because she knew we'd be going into the shop at some point. So it's just so damn lucky that happened. It's unbelievable. I was just so struggling to accept that the phone was gone, and it's glad I didn't, because obviously yeah, she was able to get it. So my husband was able then to unlock the SIM, and we charged the phone up and everything's right. There's a little scratch on it obviously from where I dropped it, but yeah, other than that it's perfectly fine. Unfortunately nothing else is going right for my poor parents, in terms of we still don't have any internet. Cosmo have not been in touch about setting us up. Because the guy that my dad spoke to last week said from Wednesday you should have something done, and we've had absolutely nothing since, and absolutely nothing's been done. So obviously my dad is very stressed. He's one of those people that gets stressed very easily, hence why he moved over here to minimise stress, but all it's done is maximise stress, because also the rental car that they've been using, because obviously they've had to elongate that because they don't have the internet and they don't have their residency, they can't purchase a car, because I think that's the rule over here. You can't actually purchase a car over here until you've got a residency. They can't get the residency because they need their bank account, and they also need like to go online to do other things, I don't know. So basically nothing's falling into place. So yeah, so that's why they've had to get a rental car for longer, but because of lockdown obviously it's just sat there not being used. We went to the shops the other day, and basically what happened, I think my dad must have driven over something, so the tire, one of the front tyres was flat. I had a massive headache trying to sort that out with Avis, in terms of they were like, oh, just drive to Heraklion, which is an hour and a half away on a flat tyre. My dad was like, no, I'm not doing that. So he called roadside rescue, basically. They took the car back to Avis, and now Avis are kind of like, well, you're going to have to come all the way to Heraklion during lockdown to get yourself a car. So my dad's like, fuck that, I'm not doing that, especially because it's just sat there and not being used for anything while we're in lockdown. But now it seems that they've got an appointment, or they've just been told they don't have to have an appointment with this woman at the bank, so they can sort out their bank account, and that's end of next week. So that's one thing that might actually be sorted. But yeah, it's just the bloody internet, and it's not just with my parents, obviously it's with my husband as well, in terms of he's having to use his phone as a hotspot to work, and how's that good? That's not good at all. My parents have been here nearly a month and they still don't have internet, and they've been screwed around so much by Cosmo, it's ridiculous. So yeah, none of us are really happy about that. So yeah, it's just not fun times. I think the longer we've been here, just the more stressed and the more uneasy the atmosphere is getting in this house, and it's less and less pleasant really to be staying here. So I just hope things get sorted quick, because yeah, it's I don't want to be leaving on, I won't be leaving on bad terms, but I don't like leaving my parents when they're still going through a load of shit that should have been sorted, like in the first few weeks of them being here. So yeah, super annoying. But at least the sun's out today, and obviously because we don't have a car, it means we can't do a big shop, so we might have to do several trips back up a really steep hill with a load of shopping. But yeah, I'm just glad I got my phone back. It's one less stress to have to worry about. But yeah, so there's the mountains. Hopefully you can see them. Beautiful view. But it's officially winter because there's snow on the mountains now. So anyway, I hope you can hear this. If I don't get any further updates, then I will see you in the next video. Because yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please leave a like. Also subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on social media as well. All the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you on the next video.